event. We sleep on Sunday. We have Battleground. And we have AEW Double or Nothing, guys. I promised you. And I said that we would come back to be doing AEW pay-per-views for Double or Nothing. We will not be doing AEW Wednesday because obviously, as I said, I will be in Chicago at a White Sox game. And I will be traveling back home to make sure we are home for this Friday for the main event 24-hour live stream. But did want to give you my predictions because we will be live for the show. We will not be going live fully for AEW Dynamites every week, but I will be starting to do a little bit more of them just so the AEW fans can come and hang out and watch and hang out with your boy Tino. But Sunday, the AEW pay-per-views, yes, they're pay-per-views, they're not PLEs. Pay-per-views return. And I was not able to find any of the match cards, so you just got to look at my face while we talk about these. And they go as followed. We have Hangman Adam Page as he takes on Will Ospreay in the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Cup match. We got Jamie Hayter as she takes on Mercedes Moné in the finals of the Owen Hart Women's Championship. And the winner of those matches get a AEW World Championship match at All In. We got the Hurt Syndicate, as it's Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. We did meet Shelton Benjamin yesterday, guys, and it was so funny. I'll show you the picture in the video. My mom took a picture of him, and he totally caught her ass. He looks at she's taking a picture, and you could totally see he's like looking at her. He's like, what the hell are you doing right now? Did you just take a free picture? And my mom's got no shame. She said to she's like, I'm never going to see that guy again. How do you know? How do you know we don't go to another signing and he's there? I mean, but my mom did take a picture of Shelton Benjamin. And I did get his signature. So shout out to Shelton for signing that for me. But it is for a tag team matches. It's the Hurt Syndicate as they take on the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. We got the FTR boys. This is Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood as they take on Stokely and Daniel Garcia in a tag team match. We got Mark Briscoe taking on Ricochet in a stretcher match. Mark Briscoe, please put Ricochet on the stretcher and just throw him in the river. I don't know. We got Timeless Tony Storm taking on Mina Shakira. No, she's taking on Mina for the AEW Women's World Championship. And those are the matches that will be going down. Obviously, this isn't Triple H. We know damn well by next Sunday we're going to have 7 more matches added to the card. So I'm going to probably have to do a whole nother preview show, or I'm going to make a short of my other half of my predictions. So I guess count this as part 1 of my AEW Double or Nothing predictions. And let's start it off here with the match between FTR and the Sons of, or no, I'm sorry, not the Sons of the Guns. It's FTR as they are taking on Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. That's my bad. My bad on that one. I don't know who I said Daniel Garcia was tagging with, but that was not the right one. So let's start it off anyway, and let's get it going with that tag team match. And, for me, I feel like this is a match that will not go very long, and I feel like this is a match that will probably not. I don't even think it's going to drag. I just think this is going to be a match that they put somewhere on the card after a better match, and it's just kind of be like a bathroom break match. And I love these 4 guys, but it is going to be what it is. And it's also really cool to see Nigel McGuinness back in the ring after all these years. So I'm going to say FTR wins this match, but I do believe it will be a really good match, and I think that they're going to go out there and put on a really good show. We got Timeless Tony Storm taking on Mina for the AEW Women's World Championship. And Tony Storm, Mariah May had that great rivalry. Mariah May was champion. Tony Storm won it back. And now Tony Storm moved on. And, I'm going to be bold here. And just for the hell of it, because I like title changes, I'm going to say Mina defeats Tony Storm, Timeless Tony Storm. And I love Tony Storm. I love what she's doing. I loved everything that she has done, reinventing herself, doing the character that she's doing, especially everything that bad happened to her in WWE. I'm just happy to see her move on and be able to do good things with her career. Now let's talk about the stretcher matches. We got Mark Briscoe taking on Ricochet. And, Ricochet's another one. You could hate him, you could dislike him, but as I always talk about, if they're competing on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, or Fridays, or Saturdays, or Sundays, whatever day you're watching wrestling on, it's still cool to be able to go out there and see him. And yes, it sucks to watch some of these older guys like Edge and other guys not to be able to go and just not, not like they used to. And it sucks, but that's just what happens as you get older, and it is what it is. But I understand and I get it. So it is what it is. I don't know exactly where I was going with that, but whole point of it is that I love Toni Storm. But I am going to say Mina wins the AEW Women's World Championship, and I just think it was really, I was going to be bold on this one. Now, let's talk about Jamie Hayter as she takes on Mercedes Moné in the finals of the Owen Hart Women's Tournament. Mercedes Moné seems to be collecting gold left and right, and, Mercedes Moné has just been on top since she's got to AEW. Jamie Hayter, I'm so happy for Jamie Hayter now that she's back, doing her thing, ready to kick some ass. We also did see Sky Blue return last week or 2 weeks ago, I think it was. It might have been last week. My weeks are all messed up. I don't know what day it is anymore. I thought today was Monday at one point. I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to go live for Raw. And then I was like, no, wrong show. So I'm going to say that Mercedes Moné wins this. I think that we're going to see Mercedes Moné against Toni Storm, most likely, even though I did take Mina to win against Toni Storm. Toni Storm and Sasha Banks, a.k.a. Mercedes Moné, at All In, sign me up. I think that's what we need to see. We got the Hurt Syndicate taking on the Sons of Texas. I got confused in the other tag team match. My bad, guys. Don't yell at me. The Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes, as they take on, and it's Dustin and Sammy Guevara taking on the Hurt Syndicate for the AEW World Tag Team titles. I was not able to get a picture with Shelton Benjamin, even though I was able to meet him. Oh, I thought my shirt was like peeling. I was like, oh no. I was not able to take a picture with him, but I was able to get his autograph and everything else like that. So I did see him having people and allowing people to hold the AEW Tag Team Championships. So that was really cool. His son was also there. So that was really cool. And, Shelton Benjamin, I met him a few times. He's a really good guy. He's a really cool guy. And, I appreciate the wrestlers taking the time and actually giving us the conversations and everything else like that. And it sucks for people like the person Paige had to deal with, Saraya had to deal with, that just cannot, like I said earlier, have a normal conversation. So, Shelton Benjamin, I appreciate you doing that. And that is why I'm going to say you walk out still your tag team champions. As the Hurt Syndicate, they're going to beat the Sons of Texas, Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes. And honestly, that is the most random tag team of Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara that you could ever put together. Now, let's talk about the finals for the men. And it is the final match that we're going to talk about before. And I don't even think I gave you my predictions on Ricochet and Mark Briscoe. So before we get to that, let's go back because I completely skipped over. And I think that's where I lost track of what I was saying. Ricochet and Mark Briscoe. Yeah, that's what I was saying. No matter who and blah, blah, blah. Everything I said. Yeah. So, stretcher match. This might be the match that I'm kind of most looking forward to because I can't tell you the last time I saw a stretcher match. And I love matches like this because I love the brutality and I love people going out there and just destroying each other. And that's exactly what these two are going to do. Mark Briscoe and Ricochet. It's going to be a good match. Should be a good fight. But in the end, might surprise you here. I'm going to say Ricochet walks out the winner. And Ricochet gets himself a win. I kind of like Ricochet being a bad guy and kind of just doing the heelish type stuff. And as I said earlier, it's good to see these people go to different companies. WWE to AEW, AEW to WWE, TNA to WWE, whatever way you get there. It's cool to see them being able to go and reinvent themselves, doing their things, such as like Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm, etc., etc. We can go on and on forever. But Ricochet going to win this match against Mark Briscoe. Let's say Ricochet gets the win on pay-per-view. Now, let's talk about the main event of Double or Nothing. As Mark Henry used to like to say, it's time for the main event of a long pay-per-view as of right now. Because again, as I said, there'll probably be 7 more matches added by Sunday before we even start the show. But as of right now, there are only 6 matches. Now listen, if this was the Double or Nothing card, I wouldn't completely hate it. But Tony, he loves himself some 13, 14, 16 match cards. But for now, let's talk about Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay. And the winner of this match, just like the women, they will get the winner of the AEW World Championship match that most likely will be announced later on this week. It will be And we'll have to see what happens. But Will Ospreay and Hangman and Page going to go out there and tear the house down in a really good match. And again, I don't think this will be the main event of the show, but it's the main event of our preview show. As I said, all the matches. Just in case everybody's forgetting that it's the only matches that we have right now. So we'll have to see what goes on and what happens. But Hangman and Page, Will Ospreay, banger incoming. And in the end, after it's all said and done, I'm going to say Will Ospreay walks out and he goes on to face the AEW World Champion at All In. So, Will Ospreay defeating Hangman Adam Page. And those are my predictions for AEW Double or Nothing, NXT Battleground, and Saturday night's main event. Last thing I want to do here before we say goodbye, I didn't even realize we've almost been here for an hour already. I've been talking and I feel like I'm like doing I feel like I'm in therapy every time I do these episodes. That's okay though. So now let me tell you guys what we'll be doing here this week, because we'll be going back to Chicago. I feel like I was just there, but this will be the last time I think I go until July. So I don't know, but we're going back to Chicago. We will be here live tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw. So don't you think that you can get rid of me yet, because Monday night, come and hang out. We see Jey Uso, Braun Breaker. We got the women's tag team champions. Liv Morgan is immediately ready to return. So we most likely see her return this upcoming Monday Night Raw. We got a bunch of other things going down. So make sure you come and hang out tomorrow night as we go live for Monday Night Raw. I will not be here live Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. I will be having these preview shows. These 3 preview shows will be cut into small videos. So if you want to watch them, or if you just want to watch this full video and watch all 3 of them, you can. But I know sometimes some of you guys like to watch the other videos. So make sure you check those out. I will be having a gaming episode I will be doing a little pre-recorded of. So I will let you guys know about that when that is ready to come out and everything else. I want to know from you guys, if you want to see a Saturday night main event simulation, let me know, and me and Willie will pre-record it or do it for you before next week. So that will be on the community page. But for now, we got Monday Night Raw. And then when we come back here on Friday, as I said, guys, we'll be here on Friday for Friday Night SmackDown. Let me go and check out the full schedule, because your boy Tino, listen, I ain't giving nobody note. I am not saying anything about anybody. But I just think the way I saw it, I think I am going to be on the most amount of time. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I do it anyway. So it's like nothing to me, which is fine. So come and hang out, guys, as we go live at 7 o'clock